What's up, Subie friends? Welcome back to the channel. So, I'm sure you can tell by the title of the video what we're doing today. So let's get started. But of course I'm going to tell you, in case you don't know, oil change, tire rotation, and air filter cleaning. Look, you're back. There we go. They don't get any lighter. Wait a minute. There's something that we gotta do first. To save time later on, I need to break the lug nuts loose. Look at us. We're thinking ahead. Which way do these things go? Oh. No. That way. Security keys. Actual security or more pain in the ass? More a pain in the ass. Alright, the car's off the ground, the lug nuts are loosened. I just need to clean this up real fast because it's gonna bug me. Yeah, let's do that.
I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to calm down with the morning light. I've been down in the dirt. Down in the dirt. Down in the dirt.
Alright, this might be really stupid, but if it hits the car, alright, I really thought that was going to be a bad idea, throwing that box up there, because it might hit the car. That would have been a bad day. But yeah, I got my 10 mil and I got my GoPro, so it's going to be for this car and get this old oil out. Follow me under the car. Alright, so if you don't already know, I have this TBW under tray, and it has these two access panels for the oil filter and for the oil drain. Oh, that's disgusting. Why is it so dirty? Why don't I wear my gloves? Now normally I would just take off the two access panels, but in this case we are going to be replacing most of the original hardware with some cool, shiny titanium hardware. Fumoto drain plug, always cool. Let's pull this clip, boop, open the valve. Looks good to me. Yeah, that is good looking oil. Well, Mr. Crow out there making all that noise, I'm glad you agree. Alright, let's move on. Alright, while that is draining, I'm going to give this a good cleanup because it looks like crap. And I want to replace all of these, like I said, with some cool rivet nuts. Let's go. Alright, you look about empty. Just clip you off. I got a cup for my oil filter. First, you remember to replace this safety clip. At this point, I probably shouldn't be surprised. I mean, I missed the bucket pretty much every time. Just off by like, damn it. Alright, I guess before we get our under tray stuff back on, we should get our oil filter. So, in here, we got our usual crush washer, which I never use because we have the Fumoto drain plug. And we have so this is the OEM oil filter, which is the only one that I like using. Alright, so doing this is pretty much unnecessary, but I have it, so why not? Alright, if you don't know about rivet guns, these right here are the rivet nuts. And what they do is they have threads inside, and you put inside the hole, and you compress them, and it squeezes this part shorter, so it squishes it in there so it doesn't move. That way you just have a thread inside of a hole. Yeah, I probably didn't explain that right.
90% of the time, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
But I'm gonna take it, put it in here, screw it on there, and squeeze it in there. And just like that, you got your rivet nut inside of your TBW under tray. Now I just got a bunch more to do. Now I know nobody's gonna see this, but why not? Got these done, but I still gotta go in for the car so I can get these two corners, because the corners are separate pieces. Alright, this has been the longest oil change ever. Let's get this oil in the car. Oil of choice is the usual Motul 8100. Alright, let's get this Motul oil into the car. Link to this funnel is in the description, along with everything else. Perfect. Yeah, but this has been the longest oil change ever, but look how much hardware we removed from the old under tray. I mean, all this old crusty stuff, and now we got some dope titanium. Nice. Let's get these tires off and rotate it. Front to back to front, same with the other side. Kind of want to clean these, but I kind of don't feel like doing it just yet. But also, next month, I plan on doing a wheels off detail, so maybe I'll just do it then. Weight pack still look good. I'm also thinking about rear gyro disc as well as stainless steel brake lines. But then my checking account says, dream on. Alright, the last thing on our to-do list is to clean our air filter. Hopefully that's the last thing. Air filter just held on by these two 10 mils that we got from Titanium Works, of course. Undo our mass sensor. And two Torx here and a worm clamp here. A lot of times I always use soapy water for like this clamp and for putting the hose back on. The silicone hose, because it's like sticky. I hate these two right here because I always feel like I'm gonna scratch the carbon fiber intake. Ah, come on, come on. There you go. So to get your air filter out of these, you gotta remove all of these right here. So let's head over to this table. Where'd they go? There's some dead grasshoppers that got sucked into there. That's kind of gross. Right now I'm just wiping this down with some detail spray. Just because I like to keep it clean. Because it's such a nice piece. I also never get over how light carbon fiber actually is. Air filter is not as dirty. I mean, it doesn't look so dirty, but I bet you once I get it in the bucket and clean it, swish it around a little bit, it's gonna show all of the dirt. Just like last time, we're gonna be using our Cobb solutions. We got an air filter oil as well as our air filter cleaner. All right, I'm gonna do this outside, probably off the camera. So I'm gonna spray this on. Then I'm gonna have a bucket where I just rinse and swoosh like a washing machine. Should get it all clean. Once that, so let it sit out in the sun for a few minutes. And spray your oil. All right, while our air filter is drying, can't I talk today? We might as well go through the car and torque down all of our lug nuts to 85 foot-pounds. Yeah, I gotta stop overthinking stuff. Alright, everything is torqued down. Now we just got to put our air filter back together and we can wrap it up. I guess our oil filter was a little bit dirty because right now this looks really good, really clean. I'm happy with that. So with this, you just take some oil, squirt it on your oil filter, and that's about it. I'm gonna go do this outside.
Okay, well, you don't really need a whole lot of sprays on here, but as you can see, the blue, well, that's all the oil. So let's get this air filter back onto the airbox, and then the airbox back onto the car, and we're done.
That's right. One lucky. This is the part that nobody really sees. That's right. I'm giving away this badass OEM original, slightly used oil filter. I'm giving this oil filter away to some lucky auto parts store. That's right. One of the auto parts stores out there can get not only this oil filter, but a bunch of used oil. Always clean something. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I just realized I left my GoPro under the camera, under the car. Slippery fucker. This is by far my favorite mod. I was influenced. It's your fault, Dennis. Yeah. These seats.
The second part of this test involves you. If you have been correctly installed as part of your stereo system, you will now lift the record up, turn it over, and replace it on the turntable with side 2 on the top. You will then proceed to listen to all of side 2. If you do not do this, you have failed the test, and you have the worst hi-fi system in the world, no matter how much money you spent.